I started a weight training program about 3 weeks ago. And as you can imagine, for somebody who isn't real familiar with that process, that when I walked into the weight room at my gym, I was more than just a little bit intimidated. There were all kinds of people in all kinds of different shapes and sizes, lifting all kinds of what I believe to be very massive weights. And for just a moment, my confidence was shaken. I was more than a tad bit intimidated, and a large part of me wanted to turn around, walk out of that room, get in the car, go home, never to be heard from again. And then I thought about David. Now, most of us know David from the old David and Goliath story, and we've heard it since we were kids. And we heard how David, with just one stone and an army of about 1,000 people behind him, killed a great big old Philistine warrior who had like a jillion people behind him and saved the nation of Israel. Well, I don't want to talk to you about that today. I want to talk to you about the prequel to that, how David got to that point. See, a few years earlier, there was a guy called Samuel. And one night God said to Samuel, I want you to go to Bethlehem, and there's a guy there, and his name is Jesse, and he has 7 sons. And one of those sons is going to become the future king of Israel. He's the guy that's going to straighten everything out. I personally picked him. And when you see him, I want you to pour some oil over his head. Now, back in the old days, older than me, that's how you kind of designated a leader. Today, we give proclamations and whatnot. Back in the day, we poured oil over their head. So Jesse goes to Bethlehem. Samuel goes to Bethlehem, and he finds Jesse, and Jesse's got 7 wonderful sons. 6 of them are in the room. And in today's parlance, they're leaders, captains of industry, strong, wise men, buff, like the people in my gym. And Samuel's looking at all 6 of them, and he just don't get the warm fuzzy. So he says to Jesse, this all your kids? Jesse says, well, no, I got one more. His name's David. He's out in the field tending the flock. Samuel says, bring him in. And David walks in the room, and Samuel spends a few minutes with him, and he pulls out the bottle of oil and pours it over his head. Hi, welcome to leadership. And sometimes that designation, that affirmation, that we indeed are as important and we indeed have as much to contribute as all those people we look at and all those people we kind of say, shh, I don't belong in the same room at the gym with them. We do. Because you and I each possess a special gift and a special talent. And who knows, one day we might be standing on the bank of a river with a sling and a stone in our hand, and across from us is a huge Philistine giant, and everybody behind us doesn't believe we're going to be able to make it happen. But we do, and we do. So when your confidence is shaken a little bit, just remember you were chosen to do something special and specific. Now, take this week, and if you already don't know what it is, go find it. If you do, go practice it. I am right there with you. This is John Jurkowitz in New Career Creations. Hope you have a great week, and I'll talk to you next Monday morning.